Hello everyone, it's Jenny from Midwife and Life, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to use a sling with your baby. Now this is the most useful piece of kit you can have when you have a baby, because especially when you have other children as well, like I have. I found it invaluable last time with Daniel. I could have him in the sling and do my normal things, go on the school run easily, and he was nice and settled and happy in there. I'm always advising my mums when I go and visit them at home, when they're struggling to settle the baby, they won't go in the basket, they won't go in the crib. I say get your partner or get someone else to take them off in a carrier, pace up and down, go for a little walk, and they'll soon settle. They love the closeness, they love hearing your heartbeat and the motion. More than just carrying, and sometimes even like if you take them for a walk in a pushchair, they just don't like it. They just like being that closeness. So I've been sent these slings from Rockin baby, and they're called a pouch. There's loads of different slings, carriers on the market. Whatever you get, just make sure that they are ones where they can have the safe hip placement so that their legs are in the froggy position. I'm going to use my little baby Annabelle here because my baby's a bit too big now. So when you're carrying baby, make sure that the hips can go in the froggy position. You can't do it very well with baby here. Position there, not the dangling crotch ones, although they're okay in the short term. But if you're going to be carrying baby more than just a quick up and down, then they need to be in the proper position. Now when you get if you buy one of these Rockin baby pouches, they come with a safe practices leaflet, which it details the different carries you can do with it, and then in the back there they've got safety procedures. So this one says kissable and visible. A lot of the other ones say close enough to kiss. So baby's always got to be, whatever carrier you've got, it's always got to be high enough, so close enough to kiss. So you don't want a baby down here somewhere because they're going to be at risk of suffocation. Make sure obviously your baby can breathe so that you can see their nose and mouth clearly. Their head and neck has got to be completely supported, and don't allow the baby's face to be covered or the baby's face to be pressed in your body, like I was saying, if they're down there. So if they're up here, they've got a nice, they have the fabric there to support, and they're close enough that you can see, and they're not going to get squished. So tummy to tummy upright, and they shouldn't be facing outwards, because then they're going to be in this position, which is not good for their hips. Right, so those are the safety tips. So you've got a copy of those there. When I'm going to write a blog post of this review as well, and I'll put a good infographic in there that holds the safety tips for you. So if you're ever confused, you can put that on Pinterest or whatever to help you. Right, so this particular one, it's a bit like the ring slings you can get. So it's a side, it goes across the body and round. So before, I'd advise, whatever you do, the one thing you should do on your maternity leave before you have the baby, when you're sitting there waiting for baby to arrive, if you've got any sort of carrier and your buggy, get it out, play with it, make sure you know all the ins and outs, how it works, which click, which strap, all that, because when you have the baby you'll be confused, the baby will be crying and you'll be like, I can't do it, I can't do it. So please just familiarise yourself before you have the baby. So when you get this sling, it's got a padded piece at the top here, so that's where baby's head and neck is going to go, and on the strap here it's got this velcro portion, and in there, so that can come off. In here you've got 3 zip levels. So however, I'm quite short in the shoulder and body, so I always need a shorter strap. So when you shorten it, it's got this little fold here, and then when you open the zip you can then make it longer. So if you're long in the body you can do it that. And as baby grows, now like Daniel's 18 months, I still hip carry him a lot, and this is very good for just popping him in the hip carrier. I'll show you how to in a minute. So you can then lengthen it as baby gets bigger. So when baby's newborn, we're going to zip up these portions like so, and I'm also going to zip up the second one. So I'm going to then fold it again to make it the shortest possible, because when they're newborn they're only tiny, and as I say, they need to be high enough to kiss. So we're going to do the second zip up now. So again, fiddle around with it before, make sure you've got it all settled before you're going to try putting baby in. So you can either leave it like that without the strap, or you can put that back on. So I'm going to leave it off for now just because I'm demoing it. Then, so you've got the padded portion, work out which shoulder you're going to, which side you're going to have the baby on. I tend to carry babies on towards my left side. So with this sling you can have it 4 different holes. So the first one I'm going to show you is the simple front tummy to mummy. So just slip it on over the top and then have a play, slip it down, and actually that's a bit too tight, so I'm going to loosen it. I mean, maybe for a small baby, let's just try and see how she gets in. So we've got baby here, pop baby over your shoulder and then pull down and just ease the legs in like this. Now for a small baby you can either put their legs inside the pouch like this, making sure their hips are in the correct position like so they can be inside like that. So it probably would work for a tiny baby, but this side is not quite on my shoulder, so it's too small, so I shall adjust the zip. So what I'll do is I'll probably lengthen that bit inside and then put together the top bit and see how that fits. So do this, try with a doll or a cuddly toy, whatever you've got to hand, and see what works. Let's see, is that going to be the same? Let's see. Now I'm going to put it into this middle one here. Right. So now I've got a bit more length in the shoulder, and that's better. Again, pop baby over there and down into the pouch. So I usually like to lower it a bit on my shoulder. Again, get that all sorted before you put the baby in, it's easy with a dolly. So you could either have the legs in like that, tuck the material right under the bottom, so you've got all the materials supporting the bottom right underneath, and then you can then still bring this fabric up a bit further that side, and then you've got baby high enough there. You shouldn't have to be supporting baby. If you're doing that, then it needs to be adjusted. You should be able to have your hands free. So that's the first one. The second hold we're going to do is on the side. So when you've got an older baby, imagine the baby's a bit bigger, so you might have had to adjust it. So it's like you're carrying baby on your hip. So we're going to move baby around a bit, put baby on your hip, and again you've got your hands a bit freer. It comes in very handy for me when Daniel's a bit grumpy in the evening, if I've got to cook dinner, if I've got to sort the other children out. I can still carry him around in the hip and then I've got my hands free. So that's a very good one. Again, just making sure they're comfy. The materials tucked under the bottom there, and then you're good to go. I often keep a sling in the car so that when I'm dropping the kids off at school, or I just need to go quick in and out without getting the pushchair all out, I can just whip this on and I'm good to go. And then taking them out, you can, as for a smaller baby, you can just ease the material down and then gently, there we go. And if they've fallen asleep, often as they do in the sling, it's you can just gently ease them out. Now they do have a forward facing one, but I'd be a bit careful of doing that. I think when they get a bit older, sort of 4 months old, as long as they can support their head, you can do that one. So that's similar there, but then their hip, as long as their legs are sort of in a almost cross-leg position, you could do a front one like that. That's one of the holds, they say. The other one they've got is a back carry. I probably, again, it's got the drawings of all the holds in here and how to do it in the little booklet you get with it. So the back carry for an older child, it's got a little picture there. We would you'd probably need some help with that one. So you'd have the sling on your back, and you could get, it would be similar to the hip hold. So you'd have their legs out the bottom. Excuse me, baby Annabelle. And then you can either twist it round, you can do this with an older child. So they're like having a piggyback. Again, make sure they're nice and high up so you can see them and almost kiss them like that. So you can have a back carry like that as well, and you're walking along. Great. So I'm going to twist it round again. My little baby. And you can do the front carry again with the legs dangling as well when they're a bit older, but when they're newborn, I just tuck their legs in. So they come in all sorts of different colours, and I'm going to be doing a giveaway on the blog for 2 different colours of the Rockin Baby pouch. This one is a lovely blue and white flowers, and this one's plain black. So depending on what you fancy, you can either enter both if you like, or just one depending on which colour you fancy. So head off onto the blog for my full review and giveaway, and I'll put that infographic in there for you as well. And coming soon, I'll be doing a demo of the buckle carriers and also a wrap carrier. So if you want a quick visual guide, you can save the video and then refer back to it. Okay then, see you soon, bye!